Hey you everyone! Welcome to the 30K live stream where everything's made up and the points don't matter. I gotta still send out a tweet that we're going live, so please do excuse me as I bumble about and talk to myself. It's always the complicated part of live streams. The beginning. Alrighty, let me send out a tweet. How's everybody doing in the chat? How are we today? Is it Tuesday? Fuck, man. Alright, so everyone's doing good. Good afternoon. It's dark out, so now I got the bad lighting in the dungeon. I always hate it when I have the bad lighting, but some videos are like that too, where I'll just be recording and it'll have this type of lighting, but I try my best. I don't know if it's noticeable, but I try to edit the video footage so that the brightness and contrast are turned up. Just so that it doesn't look like garbage. Think you're coming down with something? Feels like a cold? Better hope it ain't that coronavirus. I think that's what I survived last week. That was awful. And, because of that, I couldn't do the live stream for the launch, which was a real shame, because I think that definitely hurt some numbers here and there. Everyone needs to always do a live stream whenever they launch something. It's like a rule. Oh, hey, look. 2 people know each other in the chat. That's always fun. Well, why can't I hear anything? I don't know. Are you muted? I mean, I know that my mic's working. I don't know if you've heard about this, but you can do a mic test before you start the stream. So, yeah, mic should be working. I think everything's good. Man. She muted you specifically. Yeah. Well, today was a fairly boring day, I guess. Didn't do much. I was gonna do another comic review because I have a bunch of comics just kind of stacked up in my room that I've been waiting to get to. And I've definitely been getting to a lot more comic reviews lately than I had been in the past. But then, I was tired today. And I noticed we had the 30K. We finally reached the 30K, so I was like, I guess I can just relax. Guess I can just chill out and live stream for the day instead of put together a video. I mean, theoretically, I could have done both, but let's not get crazy. Thoughts on Team 4-Star ending their Dragon Ball Z Abridged series? I don't give a fuck. I mean, I honestly never really liked that Abridged series. I didn't think it was that good. I don't know how you guys felt about it, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series still dominates all Abridged series. Personal opinion, I know. 30K all downhill from here. Oh, geez. Don't tell me that. Talk about funny books. It's a shame my comic reviews don't get that many views because I really like about, critically talking about comics. And they just, I guess a lot of comics that I look at, are the little known things, but that's also part of the reason why I do it. So like people know new things to check out and new things to stay away from. It's fun learning about something that you never knew about until watching a video on it. I've definitely watched videos on comics that I've never read. I've never liked it either. It's just big news. It's just big news, and their video explaining it came across very insincere, and they've apparently led their fans on for like 2 years. Jeez, I don't know anything about that, man. Thank you for the $5 donation. Vernon. Dang it. This always happens at night. I lose my ability to speak. Been a subscriber since March 2019. This channel had 9K subscribers then and has grown rapidly. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. We have been growing quite rapidly. All of us, not just me. You're all a part of this now. You're gonna review webcomics? I have definitely been asked to review webcomics, but I think I would be so overly critical of webcomics just because I hate the format. Webcomics all have like a very casual, specific format to them, and I hate it. I hate it with a passion. Like, whenever you upload a webcomic that's in a normal format, that's in like a real comic book format, that's fine. I can read that. But that one panel, scroll, other panel, scroll, and that casual fucking stretched out writing, I hate that. I hate that so much. And that's the only reason why I hate webcomics. I don't even think webcomics are a bad idea. Putting comics up for people to read absolutely free with some ads, I think that's a great idea. It's the format I hate. And I get why they're in that format too. It's because they need to share it. They need to get those really small, easy to read comics so that they can share it online, or the scrolling, when it's a thing that you can get kind of addicted to that action of scrolling because it's so easy to do. So it's easier to read a lot of a webcomic when all you have to do is keep on scrolling to read the next page or next panel. But yeah, I just don't like the format. It kills me. It's like an arrow to the heart. So with JoJo Part 5 done, do you think Star Ocean will also hit the mark? I heard the manga is divisive among fans. I don't know. I mean, with Golden Wind, with the last part that I watched, I heard some divisive things about that too. I heard some people were like really liked it, and then some people were like, this is shit. But, I never got further than Golden Wind, so I don't really know what's coming up for the next part. Yeah. Nintendo Comics System Comics. Is that what it's called? Valiant Nintendo Comics System Comics. No, I've never looked into that. What are the video game comics that I have read? I guess not that much, but I think that the idea behind video game comics are very interesting. It's just like more material for you to read, but it can also go so wrong. Like, there's just some things that were never meant to get a comic. I heard this one review about the Ruby comics, and they just sounded so awful. Everything sounded rushed, and yeah, you probably shouldn't have tried to make Ruby into a comic series, especially when you have to buy the comics, but you can just watch it for free on YouTube, right? Ruby's a YouTube series. I don't know, man. I don't know. You need a good wrestling heel-style YouTube enemy to fight and add extra interest to the comic reviews. You can just make one up. I have no idea. Now are people going to start giving me stuff to review? Oh, another donation from Mandalorian. I hope you do APO shipping in the future. Oh, okay. So I'm disappointed I couldn't get your signed copy on your first comic. Yeah, since it's the first campaign, and I'm really super nervous. It being the first campaign, I figured that I would try to keep it simpler. If I ever get to Orgasm Girl 2, if we successfully get this first campaign out, I'll probably do another campaign for Orgasm Girl 2. And I could, at least to get it printed, even if I don't run it to actually pay for it to get it made, then it would have international shipping. And I would probably also include Oh Girl 1 with that, so you could get both books to you. But I just want to be sure I have the ability to run a campaign and don't go too far in a hole over it. Is the campaign still going? Why, yes, it is. Thank you for asking. Just waiting for an opportunity to do this little pop-up. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Excellent. I'd love to get a copy to make all of my friends. What the fuck? Yeah, that is imagine getting it as a gift, just being so confused, and then reading it and being like, oh, this is actually good. Man, I better look up that writer, see what else she's done. Oh yeah, how many backers in the chat right now? Everyone, how many people are in it for Orgasm Girl? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. How many backers in the chat? I like the opener comics. Yep. First I had it on here, and I finally took that stupid reef down, and I decided to replace it with the Alterna hat. It's perfect that way. Valentine's gift special. Yeah. Actually, I was thinking about adding another tier to Orgasm Girl for joke Valentine's cards. I was gonna put up 3 or 4 Valentine's Day cards with the characters, and the Valentines would have puns on them, funny stuff like that. So that might be something fun to add on. I don't know if people would be that interested in it when they'll get it when Valentine's Day is probably well over, but you'd have it for next Valentine's Day, I guess. I mean, we're already launching in the Valentine's Day month. It's not just a day. No. It's a whole month of Valentine's Day. So maybe people will be very interested in the Valentine's Day cards. And we got another donation. Congrats for the pervert comic, but can't back it. It's okay, man. Thanks for the donation. What tier is a real Valentine's Day card from Dan? Yeah, if I added the Valentine's Day cards to this, I think what I would do is I'd have it be a step up from the signed copy. So you'd have the signed copy, the stickers, the Valentine's Day card. I mean, it includes a lot of stuff. So I would probably just add $5 to this, make it a $25 tier, and just add Valentine's Day cards. Whoopsie. Did I? Yep, I did a thing. I didn't mean to do a thing. Stop it. The power of clicking is too strong. Wait. Go away. Go away. Ah. That's a shame. Can be shipped to Canada, right? Yeah, I added Canada there. Man, this darn... I don't like clicking. All clicking should die. Zehandos, my girlfriend. Okay. Let me tell you something. New Sonic movie is coming out on Valentine's Day. I want to see it very badly. But I can't see it on Valentine's Day because I know that would probably ruin it for Adam. So, I mean, I have no doubt that he's willing to go to the theater to see it with me, just not on Valentine's Day. I don't know if he's quite that committed. I mean, everything about the Sonic movie screams this corny, silly type of bad, good movie. But that's what I love. That's my type of shit, man. I would totally enjoy that. There are tons of like corny movies that I just genuinely enjoy just because they're so lighthearted and fun. And Sonic definitely feels like one of those movies. So I gotta see it. I do. Maybe the weekend. Not quite Valentine's Day, but maybe I'll drag him there on a Saturday. Yeah, so far the pre-screen reviews are positive. And the more I hear about like what's actually in the movie, the better it sounds. So it just makes me want to see it even more. And now I'm on a Sonic kick. So I've been playing Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 all over again. Just hyping myself up even more. It's gonna be good. I feel it in my bones. Oh, you know another good thing about it. It's a family movie, and I enjoy family movies. You know, I enjoy all my Disney movies and shit. And also, no politics. That's another big plus. There are no references to politics. Thank God. That's good shit. Oh, hey, thanks for another donation, Matthew McCurry. What do you think of the One Piece live-action Netflix announcement? Oh my God, I forgot to make a video about that. That's what I should have talked about today. All right, so One Piece live-action. The one anime that should never be live-action. It is going to be terrible, and we are all going to watch it. Two things are true. One, yes, it will be awful. Two, we are all going to watch it and laugh and cry. Luffy's now a black woman. Get the fuck out of here. You know that they are going to add some diversity points in there. And you know, it's interesting. In One Piece, I think Oda did actually say what all of their, like, in our world, ethnicities would be. I don't know if they're going to be true to that source material or if they're just going to do whatever the heck they want. But what are you going to do? It's going to be as bad, if not worse, than the live-action Avatar Last Airbender. And The Last Airbender is also getting a Netflix series. They're doing another live-action Last Airbender. Everything goes to Netflix. But, you know, that's just the writers of Avatar trying to keep their franchise afloat, really, because Legend of Korra had a lot of problems. And then they basically wrote Legend of Korra so that it would finish up a lot of things. And there wasn't really that much room to expand on what was so great about the original. So you would have to if they do expand on it, they would have to go back in time and tell a story of a different Avatar from before Korra and I guess before Aang. Legend of Korra fell apart after that Spirit World merger arc. Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. all the parts that made the original so great, they basically threw out in the new Legend of Korra series. I guess it's not new anymore. Well, how long ago did that end? Man. Set in modern day city, maybe even future. Yep, that's not gonna work out. Or maybe they will try that. Do a futuristic Avatar and all the spirits are a lot of what people liked about the original though was that it was, not technology. Or well, they were just like starting to get airships, and that was a huge thing, and they incorporated bending with their technology. It wasn't just electricity, let's just bend electricity into the generators. There's shit. Lightning bending is totally common now. It's not rare anymore. Everyone just create electricity. That shit's so funny. Alright, I heard they're doing another Deathloop live action. Oh my god. Again? Didn't they learn? No hate on Netflix. I get it. I get it. I do. You gotta take what you can get. They want as much original material as they can possibly have. So they just start greenlighting a lot of things. And the real problem is these people who keep trying to make things. Yeah. Anyway, what were we talking about before? Oh yes, One Piece live action. It's gonna be awful. It's gonna be this. It's no good. They did all right with The Witcher. I only watched the first episode, and it was, oh my gosh, it was so glaring how they were trying to push the diversity in their casting. It was a little bit funny in that sense, but it didn't seem that bad. A little bit slow for a first episode. I can tell that Adam wouldn't like it at all because, they're not being really accurate with the mythical lore. I mean, that isn't like the whole diversity thing. It's definitely a bit corny around that. It's okay. It's okay for shows to be corny every now and then. I think for sure, it's okay to be corny. I like corny. Not too corny, obviously, but throw in some corn on the cob, Anyway. Perfect amount of cheese on it. It's good to know. Yeah. But, there's not a lot of movies coming out 2020 that I'm really excited for. It's really just Sonic that I'm excited for. Everything else, don't care. I don't know. Are you guys excited for any movies coming out in 2020? I guess one of the movies that people are saying they're excited about is the new Wonder Woman movie because they really liked the first Wonder Woman. I honestly, I didn't finish the first Wonder Woman movie. I got bored. They were on the island for so long and nothing was happening and I didn't care. I'll get back to it eventually. Maybe I'll get back to Doom Patrol eventually too. You see, that's the real reason I like family-friendly movies. I have the mind of a child. You need to move a little bit faster than that. Yeah. I just had an idea. What if you had a male version of Oh Girl, but he has the Death Note book, but it's an orgasm book for females? And when he writes her name, This is good shit. Someone hire that man. Gotta write this down. I'm excited about new Batman movie. Is that coming out in this year? I thought that was further down the line. Oh. The mind of a man in the interest of a child. Yeah, not too many movies looking forward to other than Sonic. Sonic's gonna be good. I feel it in my bones that Sonic's gonna be good. You know, I know all the stuff that they changed, and I don't know how the Sonic fandom is. The Sonic fandom kind of scares me. I'll be real with you, but they always mention whenever something gets changed from the original. So things that they're mentioning got changed. His arms are blue, but that's kind of it's always been a stupid thing to complain about. The only reason why the Sonic arms were tan in the first place was because they were worried that it would blend in too much with his body. So they wanted to make it very apparent that these are his arms that are moving. So they just made it a different color. That's it. It makes more sense for his arms to be blue, in my opinion. They made the rings into portals, which I think is actually a really interesting little change they made there. So the rings are your life in the Sonic games. And, you pick them up and you get more hit points. Basically is the idea. Although basically every time you get hit by any enemy, all of your rings just come out. So it might as well just be one hit point. Like, come on, dude. But as long as you keep collecting the rings, you'll get your hit points raised. So for what they did with the cartoons, whenever he got a ring, it would give him more stamina. And that makes sense. That did make sense. But you don't really need that in the movie. If anything, it doesn't make sense to put that in the movie because in the games, you just find rings at random spots. Are there just random stamina rings lying around on Earth somewhere that you just gotta find? And the portals, since the plot of the movie is that he comes to our world, which makes sense. Yeah, I can see the rings being portals. It still makes it important to collect all the rings in the game. And if you get hit, you would drop your ring. So there you go. I like that they made Eggman come from our world too, because I always wondered while I was watching and playing Sonic, I always wondered why everyone else in this world was like an anthropomorphic animal, but Eggman was just a regular human with machines and stuff like that. So, yeah, it makes sense that he would come from our world and Sonic and his animal friends come from this other world. It's good. And, this is also supposed to be an origin story of both Sonic and Eggman. So that's kind of interesting. Everyone always wanted to do a video game doing Sonic's origin story, but they never actually got to it. I think Sonic Boom was supposed to be like was it Sonic Boom? No, it was Rise of Lyric. Yeah, Rise of Lyric. Something like that. That was supposed to originally be Sonic's origin story, but they changed it last minute because Japan was mad or something. No, I think this movie's going to be good. I feel it. I like the changes. I like the new design. I feel it. I'm going. Oh yeah, that's another thing that they explained in the movie. They actually had it in the trailer. So originally, the reason why they called him Eggman was because he was big and round and he looked like an egg. Now, it's like an insult for him being fat. Now, the reason in this new movie, why did they call him Eggman? He's just a normal person. He doesn't look big or round at all because he hasn't gotten fat yet. And the reason why he calls him Eggman is because his little droid robots all are, round and white, and they look like eggs. And I thought, that's interesting. That works, Okay, there you go. They actually thought through things. Look at that. It's always nice. Eggman is actually an anthropomorphic walrus. Whatever works, man. Jim Carrey should have gone method and gotten fat as a giant egg for the role. Well, theoretically, in the sequel, he's going to be actually big because, well, someone already spoiled the ending of how he actually turns into real Eggman, but I won't spoil it here. I'm gonna be good and make you guys go watch it for yourself. Have you played Blasphemous or taken a look at its comic? No. I don't know what that is, honestly. There's going to be a sequel? Oh, I'm sure there's going to be a sequel. They're teasing the sequel at the end of the movie. You see, I watched the reviews online, so I already know everything. I want to see it. That just makes me want to see it even more. Just the fact alone that they listen to the fans for this movie makes people want to go see it, just to support that state of mind, to show them as an example of what happens when you actually listen to the fans. And it's good. Hopefully it will serve an example. Hopefully it'll do very well. Oh, thank you for the donation. Snake signed up for $40. How about Oh Girl St. Patty's? What, St. Patrick's Day? Jim Carrey by himself makes the sequel really possible. Yeah. A lot of people were really, really for Jim Carrey in the role of Eggman. And a lot of other people were more like, man, that's not even Eggman. He's acting like Jim Carrey, like he always acts in all of his movies. Both things are true. Yes, he is acting like Jim Carrey and not so much like Eggman. I guess Eggman has always been a really goofy villain. So maybe the goofy take on him is fine. No. Redesign was totally planned marketing campaign. I mean, I'm still not throwing that out as a possibility, but there are reasons to believe that it was legit supposed to be the design. If they really do have a full movie of that old design, they should definitely include it in the DVD release. Just that entire movie with just the other design. It was so funny to just watch both and compare and be like, okay, this is the Nightmare Fuel version. This is the good version. It's good to compare. Very good. Over 40% funded. Way to go, Oral Girl. Yeah. Almost 50%. We got 9% to go, and we will be at 50%. That's halfway. Half the battle has been succeeded. We got this, people. It's been fun. Jim Carrey gets too much of a pass for how hardcore he was in the anti-vax movement. I don't know anything about that. I know that Jim Carrey is, in fact, crazy in real life. But at least there's no politics in Sonic. Yeah. Ain't no politics. That's another thing that I just love. Got some 30K, thank you. Nearly halfway to the climax. Yeah, that's it, guys. Almost there. Well, we're halfway there. We're living on a prayer. Carrie has some kind of mental issue. Yeah, maybe a little. Did you contact DBS? He said he was willing to have you on his show, or at least show your comic during stream. I haven't heard anything. Although I guess I don't. He probably said that on a stream, right? When somebody might have brought it up. Yeah, I don't really watch his streams. I think I've watched a few in the past, but I don't know. You need time to watch all these streams. There's so many. And here I thought there weren't going to be a lot of comics coming out in February, and there's so many. There's so many in February. How could I be so foolish? It's almost like they knew that Orgasm Girl was coming, and they were like, not if I come first. You know how it is. Just waiting for articles that complain how Sonic isn't voiced. You think they're going to complain about the voice actor? He did so well, though. And, you know, they apparently motion captured his face while he was saying the lines. And I'm not sure if that's for the original design that looked more realistic. Like they were actually trying to make it his face on the Sonic body. Or if that also is for the new design. Because the new design is so much more, like, cartoonishly animated. It's so much more expressive than the old design was. So, yeah, maybe they didn't use his motion capture for the new design. Maybe they just used his face as reference. But, I don't know. It's interesting, right? Right? Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. So, do you think the Gangster's Paradise in the movie somewhere? I hope not. I think that was just for the trailer. I bet they'll put Supersonic somewhere in there, though. I think that song works, though. That is much more acceptable. They mocap the facial expressions and lip sync for reference. Yeah. So, just for your... Sorry. Like 5 comments come in at once, and then whatever I'm reading just like shoots up to the top, and then I can't read it anymore. I think they tried to make it too much about the actor in the old design, but now let's just say it's better. If he doesn't go supersonic, I'll trust him. Well, you know, he does actually have like, I guess, I don't know if this is actually like spoilerish. It's probably not too much spoilerish. In the game, they have these little boxes you can open up that unlock different like modes that Sonic goes into. Not necessarily the Chaos Control Super Saiyan mode, but like, you know, you can get a shield. And there's this one mode where like you're covered in electricity and you like go faster and stuff. I think it also hurts enemies. I'm not super sure. But they have that in the movie where he like gets covered in electricity and starts glowing, and he has unlimited stamina for a certain amount of time. So that's cool. It's a lower form of Super Saiyan, but they gotta put Super Saiyan in there at some point. I don't know how many movies this franchise can get, but let's just hope if this first movie is good, I want to see at least 5 more. And next movie, you gotta get Metal Sonic. And you gotta have Tails. What if you offer Old Girl Coloring Book as a new add-on perk? They are much less work than a comic and less print cost. Have a mannequin style drawing of her where add clothes is an option. Do people like that? Is that a thing? I mean, I'm sure children enjoy that. I don't know. Thoughts about the Harley debacle? Oh yeah, they officially changed it to Harley Quinn Birds of Prey, right? I mean, there were some trailers that said Harley Quinn in Birds of Prey. So I kind of felt like eventually they were going to change it to be officially called Harley Quinn Birds of Prey. But it still should be called Harley Quinn, no Birds of Prey, because they're barely in the movie from what I understand. And I don't give a fuck about that movie. I don't care. Not my Harley. I don't know. I'm sure there are redeemable qualities about that movie. I've heard good things and bad things, but it's not my thing. None are my thing. So I'm good. Harley is the only reason anyone was watching anyway. Yeah, right? Why not? I don't know what the thinking behind it was. But whatever. I want more Mistress artwork. Tried to make a fan art of her, but couldn't find any source. Yeah. You know, that's another thing. It's a whole thing. That's a whole thing. We're still working out more official designs to go on, because there are other characters. Overall, the stuff that I have up is what her official design is going to look like. But you know. All right, guys. I don't really want to talk about Birds of Prey, though. So, like I said, not my thing. And it's actually been bothering me how much it's been blowing up my feed, because everyone wants to talk about it, except for me. I got done talking about that 2 years ago. Or last year ago. Hi. I do not know. Please awaken my understanding. Well, the understanding is this. I designed her, right? And then Josh made a sketch of her, right? And then Josh left the project, right? Then Sanity got on the project, right? And he mostly just got straight to making the pages rather than redoing any designs in his style. So I got him to do that one sketch that I showed during the video of Mistress Inner Style, but it wasn't really an official sketch, It was just kind of feeling it out type thing. So, like I said, complications. But I mean, I'm totally comfortable with the character design that we already had on her. I like the outfit. Yes, it's like this kind of outfit. I like that. I think that looks interesting. I think that gets the point across fairly well. So I think we're going to keep and go with that. But that's about all I got right now to show. Oh, thank you for the donation. Running short and got a hit and run, but I'll be back later. Hashtag keep fighting. Thank you, Mandatory. Always popping in. I gotta figure out the 100% best time to stream, because every time I stream, everyone's like, hey, you always stream at the worst times. And then I change, And it never matters. Someone is always complaining about when I stream. Who's that picture by the mirror? That one? This is some original art that I got from a raffle. It's hang on. Zombie-san. I'm sure you can look them up. Isn't this fucking cool looking? I don't know if this is a real character or not, or just like a sketch, but it turned out really, really nice. Damn, I love it. So I had nowhere to put it, really, so I just kind of stuck it there because I wanted it to be somewhere in my videos. Is it Captain Marvel? I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't really have like the symbol or anything. Looks like Power Girl. Maybe. Although she's not really wearing a Power Girl outfit. It's like very military-esque. Aesthetic looking Android 18. That would be a super great Android 18. I'd be down for that. Alright, let's put it back. Alright. Alright. Did I miss a... Never knew YouTube crushes were possible. Keep up the great content. Thank you, Archer, for the donation. Very, very appreciative. Should be willing to talk. Will you be talking about Fruits Basket going into season 2? Possibly. Although I don't think any of my reviews, I don't think people like my reviews that much unless I'm reviewing something really, really, really big. And Fruits Basket, you know, I enjoy Fruits Basket. Didn't enjoy the ending as much as everyone else did, but, and it's not like super big franchise that gets that many views. And sometimes when I just like spend a lot of time on a video, upload it, and it gets 2 views, I just think to myself, wow, why did I bother? But sometimes it's just fun to do the video. So, you know, it kind of depends on what I'm feeling. Your reviews are savage. Thank you. No mercy. No mercy for anyone. You make something bad, I tell you. Here it's pretty fruity. Fruits Basket. Where has all the shoujo gone? All I see are slice of life stuff. It's just isn't the same thing. Shoujo manga was rad. Babes fighting for men, dumb guys, bad artwork. Slice of life can be good when it's done right. When it's done wrong, dear God, it can be done wrong. It's very often done wrong. I have seen some really weird manga in my time. Let me tell you something. Things that I wish I could unsee. Let's talk about something else. Slice of awesome. Slice of life is cool, but miss shows like Peach Girl and Paradise Kiss. I personally haven't really been consuming that much slice of life stuff. Although I was watching this one anime that was slice of life rom-com high school, you know, classic. Toradora. I always forget the name of it because it's one of those weird names. But it's awesome. It's really good. And that's like probably one of the first really good slice of lifes that I've seen in a while. So that's been fun. What's your favorite genre? Probably comedy. I mean, I consume the most for comedies because they just make me feel good. I like feel-good movies. And, lighthearted stuff is also really good. I guess that's why I really like family-friendly movies. They're always very, lighthearted and usually feel good, happy ending. Though I guess there are plenty of family-friendly movies that were just written very badly. But, I like that type of feeling when I come out of a movie and I'm like, life isn't so bad. Life is pretty good. We're gonna make it, guys. I always mix up the title of Daravara with Josuke's battle cry. It's funny. Is comedy really a genre anyway? I totally agree. I don't know. I guess if I were to smash two genres together, probably action comedy. If I wanted to smash even more genres together, action romance comedy. It's fantastic shit. But yeah, I can enjoy some other stuff from time to time. Horror movies, I have a more difficult time enjoying, just because I'm more of a what would be the word for it? Psychedelic type horror rather than gross horror or really cheap jump scares. I don't like that type of stuff, but I like the type of stuff more like Misery or I don't know, I guess all of Stephen King's stuff. So something that doesn't really rely so much on the jump scares or trying to gross you out or zooming in on someone's bone as it cracks out of the skin. It's okay, calm down. Why don't you actually focus on, this is crazy, but why don't you actually try making the writing good instead of zooming in on something gross? That would be fun. Psychological. Yeah, I guess that's another word for it. I like those types of horror. I like something that has layers to it and isn't so two-dimensional. Ooh, something popped out of the darkness. Scary, Jump scares are the fart gags of horror. Yeah. It's good. What's this? All right. It's just an update text. Shrek has layers. Shrek is good too. It's not necessarily horror, but yeah, good horror anime. There's a lot of that, and they don't rely on jump scares or anything like that. You got Shiki, you got Mirai Nikki. I guess Death Note. You can follow. You could probably put that under something of that genre. There's a lot of good stuff. Great humor. Drawing a mistress right now. Hey, make sure you send it to me when it's done. Give you a little boost. Just picked up Invasion of the Body Snatchers. That certainly sounds curious. Type of color palette do you look for in a piece of media? Would it be more earth tones like Final Fantasy VI or something like Super Mario? I guess I really do like very bright colors. I don't like a lot of TV shows when they're trying to be edgy, like Riverdale. They add this blue tint and this gray to it. I hate that. I hate the blue tint. Looks fucking horrible. Stop it. What must they be thinking of their audience if they say to themselves, hey, we should make every tone in this show blue. That's what's gonna sell it. Let's make every color a different shade of blue. Cool. But yeah, I definitely like really bright, colorful stuff. like I said, I am the mind of a child, just in an adult body. It's all a scam, you see? Riverdale isn't trying to be edgy so much as gloss over their terrible production with blue tones. Maybe that's the idea. I don't know. Titans did it, and I remember High Top Films who tried to start this hashtag "Get Rid of the Blue" so that they would stop doing it, and they came out with the trailer for season 2, and the season 2 trailer didn't have the blue tones, so you thought, oh man, we actually succeeded in getting rid of the blue? And then when season 2 came out, it was all blue, all over again. They just changed it for the trailer, but the show is still blue. Just for the trailers, they got rid of the blue. That is funny. Dan Fran is one of those little aliens from Men in Black riding inside the face of a human body mech. Yep, that's me. Riverdale needs to do an adaptation of Archie versus Predator. Oh my gosh. Just like Sonic the Blue is back. No, Sonic looks good though. That's my kind of movie. I don't know, man. Are you sick or sad? You fine? Oh, I'm fine now. Yeah, I'm not sick anymore, guys. We have survived the coronavirus. I did it. Man. I'm definitely one of those people who like can enjoy a really bad, corny movie. I'm sure I have like a bunch of examples. And Adam thinks I'm crazy for enjoying certain movies. And I'm like, but it's so good. It's so funny. It's so cute. He's just shaking his head at me like, you are a 5-year-old. Any seasonal anime you currently watching? What's coming out? What anime is coming out? Oh, actually, I've heard from the grapevine that what's the name of it? Oh no. Haru. I don't know why this name is escaping me. Uzaki. Uzaki-chan wants to hang out. Yes. That's getting an anime. I'm going to watch that. And I'm going to hope and pray that they're not 5-minute episodes, because that will actually ruin it for me. I just have to hold my breath. I need full-length episodes. I don't like the 5-minute cut-ups. And I want good pacing. Nice, solid pacing. And I will, in fact, love that anime. I don't know when that's coming out, though. Is that coming out like this year, or are they just like announcing it really early? I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited about that. What are you guys talking about? I completely missed this conversation. I don't know. You and your other things, in your topics of discussions. I mean, a lot of animes that I really, really liked, all of them have the consistency of being canceled after 1 or 2 seasons. Or just, not continuing because of maybe the writer. So it's definitely like something I really need to put my mind to when it comes to watching a new anime. It's like, okay, if you like this, you need to be prepared for it to be canceled. You need to be prepared to never know the ending. And that's really hard to do. Especially when you're getting into something and you really like it, and you're like, oh man, and then there's no ending. That's so bad. So it feels so bad to not have an ending when you start something. But you know. There are a lot of animes like that, though. I guess there are a few that actually get to the ending. Blue Exorcist was kind of funny because what happened with Blue Exorcist is they did one season and they just assumed that it would not be popular. So they just did the one season, and actually more than halfway through the first season, they decided, okay, let's speed this up and just try to wrap it up for the last half of the season or something. So they just started writing, and they weren't very good writers. So all of a sudden, it just starts getting bad. And when I first watched Blue Exorcist, I didn't know that they were like straying from the manga. Of course, you don't really know that until you go check out the manga. And all I can think was, why is this bad all of a sudden? It was so good. What happened? So then season 1 is finished, but it became really popular, and they weren't expecting that. So almost immediately after season 1, they came out with a movie. I think they came out with the movie. Never saw the movie, but I heard that they came out with the movie. And then, everyone was like, hey, why is the second half of season 1 so fucking bad? and the people were like, we'll fix it. So they came out with the Kyoto Saga later, and they basically rebooted the second half of the first season of Blue Exorcist, which was genius. That's good stuff. Thank you. I thoroughly enjoyed watching the Kyoto Saga anime, but I don't know if they're going to keep Blue Exorcist going. Theoretically, if you're rebooting the first season of Blue Exorcist, you're doing that to, please the fans and get them reinvested in the anime. But if Kyoto Saga didn't do that good, if people didn't really stick around to see it get changed to be better, then we won't get more of Blue Exorcist, which is a shame, because I don't know how Blue Exorcist ends. But I'm sure if they followed the manga, it would be significantly better than how the first anime ended, which was shameful. Absolutely shameful. But yeah, it's nice when animes that don't follow the manga just get the Brotherhood treatment where they reboot everything. It's like, never mind, none of that other stuff happened. We're just this time we're gonna do what the writer actually wanted. I barely remember Blue Exorcist. Yeah, I mean that's an older one. It's not new by any means. The Kyoto Saga was newer. When did the Kyoto Saga come out? 2018? Something like that? I don't know. But yeah, I guess it was just, kind of too late when they started rebooting. Everyone had already, almost forgot about it. And that's also kind of what happens when you ruin the first season by trying to do your own thing and adding writers in there that don't know what they're fucking doing. And then you make a bad ending, and then you expect all the fans to still be interested after that. You really gotta work for it, Yeah. But yeah, that's another thing with Full Metal Alchemist. People who know that the anime didn't follow the manga still enjoy the anime, because the writers who were juggling and making up shit for the anime did it better. Blue Exorcist, nah, they didn't do it very good. That was a no-go. Like Orphan, almost 30 years for a remake, and the new one is like the manga. Yeah, right. Full Metal Alchemist ending was meh. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I guess I kind of feel that way too. I mean, a lot of people really, really hold Full Metal Alchemist to a very high degree. And I can understand why. For me, it was just, I mean, I like it, but it didn't blow me away, you know? There are other things that blow me away. Ooh, legs falling asleep. That's what happens when you spend an hour sitting on your leg. Ooh, I know nothing about anime, but I could watch you talk about it for hours. Well, you know, passionate opinions. That's why people watch my videos. There you go. And you see, you know I'm getting big now. We're hitting 30K today, and Raid Shadow Legends offered a sponsorship with me. Not even kidding. That's how you know. That's how you know you're a real YouTuber, when Raid Shadow Legends contacts you. It's so funny. It's like a meme. That's this stupid mobile games. It's like, please, please do a sponsor. We'll give you money. Oh boy, no Raid Shadow Legend. Yeah, I hate mobile games. So silly. Everyone gets one when there's somebody on YouTube who resists the Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not doing it. It's like, I guess it's a fair bit of money, but it's not anything that would blow me away and be like, oh man, I better do this. Otherwise I'll be missing out on a giant opportunity. It's like, it's very basic, you know? It's like $20 more than what regular sponsorships would be. It's like, okay, I guess. Those sponsors give a shit ton of cash, though. I'd do it. I mean, not really. It's not that much what they were offering. So, yeah, I don't really feel bad about turning them down. Slip an ad for Raid Shadow Legends on the very last page of the Orgasm comic. Yeah, that's where I'm putting it. Man. No, I can't imagine doing an Indiegogo campaign just to get a book funded and then putting ads in your book. That sounds like such a shitty thing to do. How much is your integrity worth? It's not worth what they were offering, that's for sure. Gundam said it was 7,000. Well, I don't know who Gundam is, but everyone's rates are different on YouTube. It all depends what their average viewership is. You know, you get the average number, and then take that factor, multiply it by 20 or something like that. Some people multiply it by 50. You know, it depends how much they think they are truly worth. But 20 is, when you multiply it by 20, that's usually what the advertisers expect to pay you. Yeah, I would hate to have a fucking ad in a book that I paid for. Well, you're also paying more for it on the Indiegogo campaigns. That's the real kicker. You're paying more for it because you're also paying for it to be made, and then they put ads in it. That's a no. That's a no. I mean, I guess if you're advertising for your next book coming up, it makes more sense. But if it's just a random ad for Raid Shadow Legends, or if it's just like a Geico ad put in there, it's like, man, fuck you. I didn't come here for Geico. What the... maybe the future economy will be entirely based around Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah. No, I'm not doing mobile game ads. Or at least not for that amount of money. Advertising for the next issue isn't an ad, it's a credit sequence. Well, I mean like other books, other than the one that you're seeing. Like if it's from the same writer and they're saying, hey, if you like this book, maybe you should check out my other books, my other series, and they have that in the comic, I can understand that, you know? Because it's like you're trying to push yourself, but it also lets them know, you know, it allows them to give the writer credit for writing something that you enjoyed. Or if you didn't enjoy it, then you know what other books to stay away from. It works both ways, you see? So I can understand those types of ads. I bet the Barnes and Noble books you talked about are worth a pretty penny if any were printed, since they had super short shelf life. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how many people really want that book. Were they printed? Were they officially printed, or was it just the plan to print them? I don't know if they actually went forward with the printing. I think they just paid for the covers to be made and then never actually got to the prints. But I don't know. Maybe they have some like testing prints that they did just lying about somewhere. It'd be kind of funny. Yeah, fuck Raid Shadow Legends. Shadow Raid Legends. You'll have to hit Barnes & Noble after the Orgasm Girl omnibus is finished. Yeah, right? New here. You wrote a comic? Oh, yeah. I'm surprised that a lot of new subs don't notice it right away, actually. Just considering, you know, how everywhere it is. But yeah, I guess it's easy to miss. I'm always scared about it actually scaring away new subs when they see that. Like, oh man, I can't sub to this person because they're making a comic called Orgasm Girl. It's like, oh man, this is a crazy person. Gotta stay away, holding up the cross. Be gone, fat, you know? But no, it's just an action comedy. It's okay. Thank you for the donation. Thoughts on QINNI passing away? Press F for her. I don't know who that is. But rest in peace. I'm sorry. I feel bad, but I'm afraid I cannot answer your question. I'm not sure who that is. Don't be insecure about it. Just do what you want. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying. It is very out of character for me to write this kind of comic book. But, you know, in that area, I've always thought, like, sex jokes were kind of funny. And, you know, you don't see them as often because it's a little bit less acceptable, I guess, for the majority of people. So it's really more about just lightening up and having fun. It's basically it. Queenie is an artist who posted on Twitter. Really? Oh, that's a shame. If Barnes & Noble planned ahead, then those were dust covers, so they can just pull them off and come March when they'd be replaced with the basketball tie-in. I have no idea. Based off of your old webtoon, I see this comic as the direct evolution of your work. Oh my gosh. My old webtoons, so bad. They're so bad, and I know. I basically just put them there as like storage, as like reference to remind myself I've gotten better. But yeah. So it's all part of the reasons why I don't like webcomics. I had to make very casual webcomics because I had to upload every week, and I got super stressed, and I didn't like it. Is there a decade that you wish the anime community was still in socially? Still in socially? I don't know what that means. You mean like popular? I think anime is fairly popular. Do you have a Twitter or Instagram? Yes. Check out the description. I got all my links in there. All my links, I think's in the description. It should be in the description, but I don't know. My friend still thinks that Orgasm Girl is a porn comic. Well, when he reads it, I'm sure he'll be a little bit disappointed because it is not a porn comic. It's not porn if they keep their clothes on. No, it's not. What's your favorite decade of the anime? My favorite decade of anime? Oh, like a decade where I enjoyed anime the most? I don't know. I've never really stopped enjoying anime. There's a lot of good stuff always coming out. The 90s, early 2000s were the best time for the anime fandom, in my opinion. Is that a porn comic? Yeah, I'm not buying anymore. Sorry. I want to be honest. No, honesty is the best policy. It is not porn, but it is fun. Why are subs making you think so much? They're testing me. They're testing my abilities to answer questions on the spot. You see? What types of video games do you like playing? I'm currently playing Ninja... Oh, well, there goes his message. Ninja Gaiden 2 on NES, Rare Girls, Warriors, Archie, and Super Mario RPG. There's a Super Mario role-playing game? It's funny. It reminds me of this one joke. It's like a Super Mario dating simulator. Right now, I was planning to play Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I played a little bit of it, but haven't gotten to it officially, It's just more like I played it over someone's house, and I was like, damn, this is good. I gotta get this. So then I got it, and then I haven't actually played it on my computer yet. I play a lot of fighting games with Adam, and since the new Sonic movies coming out, I've been on a Sonic kick, so I've been playing Sonic 1 and 2, the original. So, got that. If you had to give Orgasm Girl an ESRB rating, what would you give it? Is that a specific kind of rating system? Because if it is, I don't really know what kind of rating system that is offhand. For Orgasm Girl, probably like older teen and up. Yeah, older teen and up. That sums it up pretty well. I think teenagers can enjoy the comic just fine without it getting them off. or maybe it will, everyone teach their own. To each their own. I don't care about what you do with the comic. Once you get it, it's yours. I don't want to know. I'm just awkward. The late 80s and early 90s, they made more anime series and movies. They had more mature theme, not hentai, and gore, mature storytelling, etc. Now, most anime is fun, but I like fun anime. Excuse me, what's wrong with fun anime? I like fun. I like comedies. You should know that I also like fun. What are you, crazy, Dan fan? You like having fun? What? Now, I like serious anime too, but I like the mixture. Mix it up, have both. I like fun and I like mature, and I like all genres of anime. I like things. It's okay. Fun things are fun, yeah, right? We can have fun. Different fun. Do you like Berserk and Made in Abyss? I was thinking about watching Made in Abyss. It was on Amazon Prime, but I don't think it's the dub version, and I don't think Prime knows how to put subtitles. I've watched multiple things on Prime that was just in the original Japanese, and it just doesn't have the subtitles. I think you have to go into the captions and actually like look for your language, and then it has to like kind of. It's one of those auto sub things where it tries to figure it out. Anime on Prime is very fucking hard. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know. You never know if it's going to be the Japanese version or the dub until you click on the episode. Sometimes they don't even have the subtitles on the screen. It's awful. Shit. Stupid Prime. So, do you have any new Dan fan art that you're planning to show off? Oh yeah. You know, fan art is always coming in. There's always new fan art, and I save it and I put it on my computer, and then I get it all for the fan art live stream. Never can trust man-hating Amazon. So stupid. Anyone seen Magic Girl Project? I have not. I have not seen Magic Girl Project. Not sure what that is. Whew. All right, you know, we'll probably be ending the stream soon. So why don't we wrap it up a little bit? Just a little rapsies. I'll get myself together. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You're always having side conversations. But yeah, so thank you, new subscribers, for helping me reach 30K. Actually, a little bit past 30K. Look at us. We just skipped right past it. And thank you for the people who are giving to the Orgasm Girl campaign. Hey man, first campaign, we already got like over $4,000, 42% in, and we still got 23 days left. We're doing just fine. I love it. I'm actually doing a stream on Graded 0.5's channel this Thursday, so that's going to be fun. We're going to talk more about this. For those of you who don't know what the comic is about, it is about Amari, who is a boxer, who has an ability to make any man she touches orgasm with a snap of her fingers. And it is the first issue of an origin story, essentially, about her stepping up from cheating in boxing tournaments to actually being a hero using her very bizarre ability. So yes, it's an action comedy, and I'm sure it'll turn out pretty good. I mean, art looks poppin'. I got an animation now, an animation for the intro video. Super great. Origin story, more like orgasm story. Got him. Yeah, thank you for that one, Kevin. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Oh, I got another super chat. Nighters, thanks for the enjoyable evening. Oh, no problem. Thank you guys for joining. The animation was really cool. Yes, it really was. I'm always super excited to get animations. I animated my own ending theme, and you can tell because it's all fucked up. Shit. I'm not a good animator. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will definitely see you guys next time. See you guys tomorrow, I guess. I'll make another video. So, good night, everyone. Yeah. This is the end. Good night. Thank you. Goodbye. And stuff.